As a 3.19, this will be a simple guide to making the most out of surface mining with rentals if you're poor. Being poor isn't fun, so let's change that. The total cost is right at 40k for rentals, and for gear I recommend it comes out to be less than 5k. If you do not have roughly 50k to start, I recommend doing safer contracts such as deliveries or the investigations to get the money you need. Now let's start on getting your equipment required to do some surface mining. Now the first thing you want to do is find a refinery. These are the locations around Stanton. I recommend Crew L2 since it is close to the moon we will be mining on. Find the elevator and go to the refinery floor. Once there, you will be looking for a place called the Mining Support Center. Inside you will find rental kiosk. In this kiosk, you're looking at the Gray Cat rock. I don't recommend choosing 3-day rental as it's incorrect and will charge you 80k rather than 12k. Next, you want to rent the Drake Cutlass Black if you do not have a ship with the big cargo bay. Side note, you might as well grab a multi-tool there with a mining attachment just in case. You will need a backpack to use the collection aspect of the tool. And a quick tip, stop at the medical clinic, find the regeneration kiosk, and transfer your imprint to the location, which means you will spawn at the station rather than your primary residence if you die or log off and on.
Report to emergency. There's Ratcliffe to emergency.
Next, you want to retrieve your Cutlass Black and open your star map, which is your F2 key, and look for the Crusader planet, then Daymar, and find a mining sensor. I choose Daymar because it has a high concentration of Hadanite. The reason you choose Hadanite is because it's the most expensive gem versus Aphorite and Dolivine. Once there, you will land with your back to the 2 small pads. This is where you spawn your rock. Go inside the building next to the pads and use the ASOP to retrieve your rock. Once you get your rock, slowly drive it into your Cutlass Black, as the rock likes to jump. Another quick tip, you can always go into the habitat buildings. Inside, they usually have containers that have food in them and water. It'll make your trips last a lot longer. Once you safely park your rock inside your Cutlass, you can start looking for your Hadanite. Try to head in one direction so you don't go into circles. Go into scan mode, which is your V key, and mouse wheel up to make it 180 degrees rather than 360 degrees. You want to find the ore in front, not behind. Fly around 1500 meters above the ground, and every 2 to 3 seconds ping your scan, which is the tab key. The reason you ping frequently is because you want to find nodes that pop up about 3,000 meters away. The nodes that ping 7,000 meters away are ore, and we do not want this. Once you find the right node, you can get about 500 meters away and ping. This will show you the exact location of the gems. I like to fly really close and hold my F key and mouse wheel to zoom in looking at the color. Dark purple and blue is Aphorite, green is Dolivine, and Hadanite is pink. You can scan it while in the scan mode and mouse wheeling up to make the circle small and hold the mouse button, but it can be buggy.
Engines offline.
Once you land, pull your rock out slowly to avoid catastrophe. Press the M key to begin mining mode. I like to hold the crosshair over the rocks to scan them all. The reason is some rocks are temporarily impossible to break, and you gotta switch to another rock. This makes it easier to see the optimal charge to fracture the rock.
Mode on.
Now while in fracture mode, you mouse wheel up and down until you get the bar into the optimal zone. I like to break 3 to 4 rocks and use your right mouse button to go to extract mode and pick up the rocks. If you end up fracturing your Hadanite in the red, that can break your rock and you will be stuck picking up rocks one by one without a backpack. This is where the multi-tool comes in handy. If your rock ends up breaking due to a bug or just not paying attention, you can get your multi-tool out by pressing 4 and pressing B to go into your collection mode. It is slow, but way faster than one by one. Once we collect all of our Hadanite, slowly get your rock back into your colorless black, and I highly recommend going back to your outpost and dropping off the gems to the local inventory. Finally, we're going to make that money. Go to the storage building. Once you get there, use the kiosk, and you want to select your inventory where you store your ore. You can click the arrow to autofill and sell your gems. The one run of just 7 rocks netted me about 70k in about 15 minutes. There we go, quick guide on surface mining with rentals. You can probably make around 150 to 250k an hour if the servers are working. Good luck out there.